All eyes on the Fed this week. The Federal Reserve's Open Market Committee begins its two-day meeting tomorrow to decide where interest rates will go. Now, as that meeting is starting, the National Association of Realtors will release its February report on sales of previously owned homes. Sales have declined for 12 months in a row. And now to ongoing turmoil affecting the global banking system. Government financial leaders in the U.S. and abroad are taking proactive steps to avoid further fallout. Over the weekend, Swiss authorities struck a deal by banking giant UBS to overtake Credit Suisse. ABC's Aika Jachi has more.
Swiss banking giant UBS has agreed to buy its smaller rival, Credit Suisse, in a deal worth more than $3 billion. A lightning-fast deal brokered by the Swiss government in an attempt to avert what authorities say could have been a financial catastrophe.
The bankruptcy of a global systematically important bank would have caused irreparable economic turmoil in Switzerland and throughout the world.
The U.S. Treasury Department and the Federal Reserve were quick to praise the Credit Suisse takeover as the Fed and other major central banks announced a coordinated effort to ensure U.S. dollars remain readily available across the global financial system as bank closures in the U.S. and abroad create strains on global banking operations. Here at home, the Fed is facing more scrutiny after ABC News confirmed a New York Times report that the Fed was aware of serious problems with the failed Silicon Valley Bank since 2021. In fact, more than a year before its collapse, the Fed had issued several warnings about SVB's poor risk management systems. By 2022, the Fed rated the bank deficient for governance and controls, raising new questions about why the Fed failed to act sooner. Now, some senators are calling for an outside investigation of the Fed itself.
The Fed doesn't just get to do its own investigation. I'm calling for an independent investigation of the Fed and the whole regulatory system.
A new report finds that at least 186 out of the over 4,000 commercial banks are at risk of failing if half of its account holders quickly withdraw their funds. Aika Jachi, ABC News, Washington.